We start this evening with the devastating wildfires in Southern California. They continue to rage tonight as crews attempt to gain control on 4 separate blazes. Tonight, we're learning that 16 people have died in those fires. The Palisades fire has now grown to 22,000 acres, a staggering number for an urban wildfire. It comes after at least 153,000 people in Los Angeles are under evacuation orders. Today, LA city officials announced federal agents are leading an investigation into how that fire started. Crews are also trying to contain the second largest fire that's burning in Altadena. The Eaton fire has now scorched over 14,000 acres, destroying thousands of homes and businesses. Some ground is being made. That fire is now 15% contained. Tonight, we're also getting a better sense of how people have lost those properties. More than 12,000 structures have been destroyed, with many of those being homes. Entire communities have burned to the ground today. LA officials warned residents to prepare for power shutdowns as Santa Ana winds continue to pick up next week, creating the potential for new wildfires.
Please be assured that we will continue to battle these wildfires until they are fully contained. We stand alongside all of you as we begin to plan for repopulation of evacuated areas, disaster recovery, and the rebuilding of your homes and your lives.
Another issue that people are still facing is all of that smoke. Of course, LA County declared a public health emergency, warning that the smoke could pose a serious threat. LA fire crews will be getting some much needed help battling flames from fire crews in Colorado. Firefighters from agencies all around the state are making their way out to California right now. Denver Fire already has sent crews. Westminster Fire also sent 3 people along with a brush fire truck. They're expected to reach California tomorrow. Boulder Fire arrived today with their own truck. Their crews could be there for up to 2 weeks. A long list of reinforcements from all across the country are racing to California as we speak. If you would like to help, we're working with the Red Cross to raise donations for survivors of those wildfires. You can scan the QR code on your screen or text CA Wildfires to 90999. That will direct your donation for wildfire relief in California. Back here at home, another nice day in the metro area, but don't get too comfortable. Another round of cold temperatures are on the horizon. Want to bring in 9 News Weather Impact Team meteorologist Corey Reppenhagen, because Corey, we're looking a week down the line right now, and it's going to be bitter cold.
Yeah, kind of everybody's eyes is kind of drifting towards the end of the forecast zone there, towards next weekend. Very likely going to see a pretty good hit from the polar vortex coming down into our area. But for now, we'll have just a little bit of a low pressure system hanging out over the area for the next couple of days, keeping temperatures a little cooler, but the sunshine and warm temperatures will come. Satellite and radar right now showing the winds and the snow starting to dissipate a little bit here in the high country. Snow still pretty heavy down here towards the south. We're getting reports of 4 to 5 inches of snow in Pueblo tonight, and that'll be the same down here where this winter weather advisory goes until tomorrow morning. Probably see 2 to 6 inches all the way down to the state line in New Mexico near Raton Pass. And those winter weather advisories up to the north will expire in about at 11 o'clock tonight. But you can see that those impacts from those heavy snow showers are already dissipating. Here's your day across Sunday. Lots of sunshine in the morning here in Denver, but the temperature staying relatively cool there in the middle 30s. We'll talk about that and the polar vortex coming up in just a few minutes in the forecast.
Corey, thank you. Colorado is looking to our neighbors to the north for new wolves to bring to our state. Operations have started in British Columbia, Canada, to capture gray wolves that will eventually be released on the western slope of Colorado. The goal is to eventually bring 10 to 15 Canadian wolves. 9 News reporter Colton Chavez is joining us this evening in the studio with how different groups are preparing. Hey, Colton.
Mark, I got to tell you, I'm happy to be in the studio. Did you hear Corey talking about those temperatures out there? Well, this will actually be the second round of wolves for Colorado after the 10 that were released back in 2023. Now, both ranchers and state officials say there's still some work to be done. The pact to bring more gray wolves to Colorado is back.
The wolves are a native species to Colorado.
Up to 15 wolves will be brought in from British Columbia.
Not surprising, just wish we knew where they were going so we could get ready.
Regardless of where the wolves are released, they're going to move. It's what they do. And so the exact release location isn't all that critical.
Colorado Parks and Wildlife say wolves will be placed in Garfield, Eagle, and Pitkin County.
That first group of wolves were released December 18th. 2 weeks, 3 weeks later, we were already starting to have animals be killed by wolves that we just didn't know what that it was.
Tim Richard is the president of the Middle Park Stock Growers Association, a group who petitioned to pause this next step. Gary Skiba, a board member of the Rocky Mountain Wolf Project, says,
We have a very small number of wolves, and if we weren't able to supplement them this year, there's a good chance that the wolves that we have now could be gone.
Richard says the pause would have given the state more time to hire and train people to protect livestock, known as range riders.
I don't know how they're going to get these people ready or these non-lethals prepared when we don't even have them on the ground ready to go.
CPW says they plan to hire up to 12 contracted positions for this next round of wolves. Skiba says it will get done in time.
Those tools are available, or in some cases will very soon be available, and we'll be ready for the expansion of the wolf population.
Richard says he hopes for the best with this next round of wolves.
I hope that CPW's learned. I think some of it they have, but if we start having a repeat of year one, I mean, it's going to be a look. We told you this is what we said. You guys were not prepared, and you didn't listen to us on the ground.
And this is all part of the Colorado Wolf Restoration and Management Plan developed after voters approved Proposition 114 back in 2020. Now, CPW says it should take about 2 weeks for them to capture the wolves. Colton Chavez, 9 News.
Colton, thank you. The EPA is pouring $20 million into a new community center in southwest Denver. Politicians and leaders from across Colorado were in Loretto Heights today for the announcement. The nonprofit will use the funds to renovate a 40,000 square foot building at the city's historic Loretto Heights campus. The new center will offer emergency shelter services and educational activities for people in the area. The building will also have a rooftop solar panels, energy storage, and EV charging stations. The hope is that it'll be a space that offers job training, mental health care, and access to healthy food.
Everyone can just find a safe place to be, that we can all just share this building as a community and walk towards the future, knowing everything, how to protect ourselves from the changing climate.
The funding is part of the Community Grant Program using funds from the Inflation Reduction Act.